Yo, what is up, everybody? We're back with a new What If. This is What If Naruto had Thor's powers. Now, before we get into this, I have a few simple things to say. Thank you guys for getting me to 6.5k subscribers. It means a lot to me. You are continuously supporting me, and it means quite a bit. So, if you guys could do a few things, it would mean even more to me, but you guys are not required to do this whatsoever. Please make sure to comment Mjolnir in the comment section below. It'll actually promote my video. It'll make it so others can see the content and possibly get us up to 10k subscribers. That is my goal, the road to 10k next. So thank you guys for helping me achieve all my previous goals. It means quite a bit again. So without further ado, let's get into this part.
Ay, thinking as I count these fucking days. Ay, tell me if I'm looking better. Just the other night I was playing.
Now, Naruto is leaving his house, going to get cardio. Now, before we get onto what would be, the actual story, I have to age him up a little. Now, I do this because it's quite cringy seeing 13-year-olds date each other or try to attempt to date each other, and it's overall just a better, I think, a story if they're of a much mature age. So, yes, that's why I tend to age up my characters quite a bit in Naruto. So, please do, if you guys don't like that, I'm sorry, but please do just stand by with it. Now, Naruto is going to, of course, be going out towards what would be cardio. He has to train himself after all. No one else wants to train him, and he has to keep up his cardio. Otherwise, he's going to end up getting caught by the guards one day after he does a prank. And he doesn't want that. Trust him. He's gotten beat quite a few times. They never die. Well, never kill him due to the fact that the third Hokage won't let him. And he's pretty strong himself. He's pretty durable at this point in time. But he's just not capable enough to defend himself. It turns into what would be Naruto, running out into the forest. He's panting. His cardio is not doing too well today. I think I might have ate too much ramen yesterday. What is this? Suddenly Naruto realizes it's not just the ramen. It's because, the atmosphere is starting to roll in. Or, excuse me, the weather is beginning to change. His lungs are filling up with moisture. It seems a very powerful storm's coming. He hears the wind just rustling the leaves. Suddenly, trees start to just fall. Lightning striking. Naruto's running. He knows he can't keep up with this. He's not faster than lightning, after all. He can't be. He doesn't have that much faith in himself. He hasn't even trained that hard yet. He's trying to get back towards his house where it'd be safe. If he gets struck by lightning, he doesn't even think he'll survive. As he's walking towards there, or running towards there, as I should say, he sees everyone else getting shelter. This is an extremely big storm. Now, they do have evacuation centers for if it gets even worse. It could end up being something as bad as a monsoon. But Naruto right now sees this as just a little bit of a threat, not too grave a one. As he's running towards his house and he begins to slow down, he walks up what would be the stairway, which is of course metal. Now Naruto wasn't thinking this out thoroughly. As he was walking up, suddenly the lightning strikes down. Not just one. About 10 lightning strikes. Full power. Now, they're a mixture between a purplish bluish. Now, as they strike down on towards Naruto's body is surging with power. He's electrocuting his body. It's just starting to burn. People are looking out of their windows at horror. And then Naruto drops to the floor. Now, they never supported Naruto. But seeing this, they can't help it. They run out. Well, I should say, the females run out. Their motherly instincts take over immediately, and they pull him in towards what would be one house. They check his pulse. The boy's not breathing. Someone call the doctors. Now, Naruto has actually passed on for what would be about an hour. But since he's so remarkably resilient, they actually come back, and they're able to resuscitate him. Naruto wakes up what would be a room, a pure white room. He's on a bed. There's a machine hooked up to his body. He immediately pulls it off. And he looks down at his body. It's more physically fit. Shouldn't say he's gained more size, he's just more toned. He's much more lighter? Why does he feel so much lighter at this point in time? He jumps down. He doesn't know where he is, but he has to escape. He could have been captured. He doesn't know what happened. He doesn't remember anything. All he remembers is going out for a run. He doesn't remember being hit by the lightning. As he opens what would be the door, he hears someone, "Hey, he's awake!" He begins running. People are running towards him as well. He grabs one's fist, sends him flying towards what would be the wall. It's kind of slow motion in his eyes. Did everyone get so much slower? What is this? This has to be a trick. He begins whooping on him, sending him flying. He's using judo poses to kind of gain an advantage on him. As he rushes forward, he's easily taking him out one by one. He kicks one to the side, grabs another by his head, slams it to the floor. He's not trying to kill anyone, he's just trying to escape. He runs up the stairs, flying over what would be like him pulling up the bars, flying over it. As he rushes on, he would actually reach outside. It's still storming. Now Naruto doesn't know why it's storming. Everyone seems to be surprised as well. Now this is why, the reason it's storming is because Naruto's emotions are just boiling up. He's so filled with just so much adrenaline he can't seem to control it. The storm is attracted to him. He is controlling the weather. The lightning is literally beaming right at him as he runs outside of what would be the hospital, or this experimental facility, since it was the closest. It just begins beaming down on Naruto, but Naruto doesn't feel pain. He was expecting to die, but no. He's feeling much more strength. He's feeling a surge of power. He looks down as his body's coated in electricity. He doesn't know what this is. He's feeling different. He's feeling awesome. He feels like he's unbeatable. Everyone's looking at him in awe. Naruto just smiles. He's like, wow, I don't know what this is, but it feels amazing. This leads towards what would be, it calming down. Naruto's emotions finally stabilizing and it disappearing. Now all this is led towards Naruto collapsing towards the floor due to just exhaustion. His adrenaline, it was a crash. His adrenaline went up so much that it just caused him to crash afterwards. As he wakes up again, he's actually tied down this time so that he couldn't get away. But he realizes that it's 3 ties. He asks, what's the reason for such high precautions? They look at Naruto. Boy, you were tied down last time with 2. And you ripped him off like they were nothing. Naruto's like, I was tied down? He's like, I didn't even feel it. Was I really that strong? What's happening? Then you see the third Hokage walk in. He's like, your vital signs have actually showed that you have actually physically matured quite a bit. By physically matured, I mean your physical status is out of this world. I've never seen such just remarkable things. You're basically borderline invulnerable. I don't know what to say. Naruto is just awestruck. As they release Naruto, of course, because he's no prisoner, he walks outside towards what would be where he was previously struck, or originally struck, right outside his house. As he goes there, he sees what would be a stamp. A Bifrost? That's of course what we know it as. It would be like the Bifrost area. After all, he is gaining Thor's powers. Now you might be thinking, well, why doesn't he have Thor's hammer? He just doesn't have it. That's simple as that. He has Thor's powers. Thor's powers don't derive from his hammer. They're deep inside. Thor's hammer is a conductor for it. It's more or less what he can use to channel the power out. But it can give the powers to someone else as well. It's quite interesting. Will Naruto achieve a weapon in the future like that? Only time will tell. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. This is again Road to 10K. Thank you guys.